So Megan, going to you. So you did French and Hispanic studies and graduated in 2012. I think your first job was in spabreaks.com.
That was kind of, I need to pay the bills and I don't want to work. I don't want to go move back home kind of job. So it was by no means kind of what I wanted to do for life, but it was kind of what I did for I guess about a year when I came out of uni, while I was sort of working out what I wanted to do.
Sure. And then you moved into marketing and media sales. Yeah? How did you figure out that is what you wanted to do?
So I kind of fell into that, but that came up to me because it was a role that needed French actually, and that's why I ended up doing that. So it was actually a media reseller for French media to a UK agency. So I was working with like TV stations, radio and press in France. So like the French part of that would be the emails, liaising with publishers and phone calls and things. And
so, do you mind, sorry to interrupt, so for me to get it straight, so you're working with agencies, helping businesses to place kind of
so with UK companies or UK agencies who want to advertise in France.
Right, okay, in a variety of different media.
Yeah, so that was, I think, a recruitment person. I really wanted to do spa break. Somebody contacted me, they were like, hey, you speak French, do you want to go for this role? And yeah, that's kind of how I got into media, really.
Do you remember which recruiter it was? Who was that?
That was a while ago.
Okay, no worries. Sure. It's just that it's good to know that recruiters were calling you and knowing and spotting you because you had a language.
Yeah, and I think that's still the case to a certain extent. Where I've moved around, there's always been somebody who's gone, actually, we have this role and French is a kind of prerequisite or Spanish is prerequisite. And I think they do struggle sometimes to find somebody who has experience plus the language. So.
Great. So then it sounds like you kind of developing your career in marketing and media sales, and you were working for a Parisian tech company, which is Muzu.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how you pronounce that. Right? Muzu. And now kind of broadening out, heading up like the sales division of this podcast company Acast, but not only in Europe, in the Middle East.
Yeah, so I moved across to, so Moby was my last role. I was there for about 2 years, specifically managing the France and Benelux teams, and so I sort of wanted to move something a bit broader, so I moved over to Acast where we monetize podcasts. They basically took me on it. It was a new role because they wanted to monetize all of their international inventory. And so there are focus countries such as like Netherlands and France in particular, but I've actually been very lucky with this role in terms of, they told me, you've worked internationally before, which markets do you see potential in, and where I've been placed before. Dubai is a big market, so I've actually kind of been fortunate enough that they've allowed me to go into various markets and build a business there. So yeah, currently we're working on France, we're working on Netherlands, we're working on the Middle East, which is the bits that I head up. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's exciting, yeah. And I think that French definitely kind of opened that up for me.
So can you give us a flavour of what you kind of do day to day in a role as international business director? What kind of thing is an average day?
Yes, it differs. So sometimes mainly I'll be in front of advertising agencies, so like the kind of, the innovation director or trading director or whatever they're called there, presenting, so a bit like an apprentice style pitch, but a bit better, I think. And so kind of pitching the product or pitching kind of the audio landscape or podcasts. In general, I can be in front of clients directly, so like next week I'll be over in Amsterdam dealing with like Adidas and Nike brands directly. I also have my boring days where I'm basically from the business that I create, sitting in the office with a bunch of planners and working out what it is we're actually going to sell to them. So it kind of differs greatly, but I think sort of what I hate most is sitting at a desk, so I really love my job in terms of I get to travel and I get to stand in front of people and pitch things and go and meet people for the first time. It's really exciting to me the moment that somebody high up in a brand goes, oh hey, come in and talk to us. I think, so that's basically my kind of day-to-day. talking with people. Yeah,
for French clients.
Yeah, I think in particular, there are certain markets, so I don't speak Dutch, but I work in the Netherlands, and that seems to work fine, although I would say, like, what you do gain from languages as well is this kind of cultural understanding of how people tend to work, and it is quite different market to market. But France in particular is one where if you don't speak French, you won't get a lot done. So yeah, that's really come in handy with me. With what I've been doing, and like I say, even with jobs where it wasn't a prerequisite to speak French or Spanish, there has always been a time, but they've gone. We've got this. I remember I was with a client in Brazil, and they were like, "You speak some Portuguese, don't you?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
So I think it just always comes up, and employers are always so happy that they've got you there to try and do that, however badly you speak Portuguese.
No, that's great. Thank you very much, Megan.